long before LeBron was slamming hoops or Tom Brady was kissing children on live television, we humans had some pretty unique ideas about competitive fun. And trust me, if you think you're unfit now, back then, you probably wouldn't even want to compete. So, grab your time-traveling sneakers, cause we're about to take a trip back to the days of old, when sports were less about sponsorship deals and more about survival skills. First up is 18th century fox tossing, or as the Germans called it,
Fuchsprellen.
In this blood sport, teams of two would use slingshots to catapult live foxes into the air. And we're not talking a gentle toss here. These foxes were launched sky high, up to 24 feet. Now, if you paid attention in physics class, you would know that what goes up must come down. And these foxes weren't landing on mattresses, so a majority of these guys died on impact. And for the animal lovers who were wondering, the ones who didn't get turned into a foxy pancake on impact got the VIP treatment from a bunch of kids with clubs. It's like a piñata party from hell. But wait, it gets worse. It wasn't just foxes getting the airborne treatment. These guys were tossing everything from hares to badgers, wildcats, and even boars. And at one point, they even started throwing wolves. Fucking wolves. Unsurprisingly, the animals even fought back. Who knew? You toss a wolf into the air, it's gonna come back with a vendetta.
The old smoke grow, burn up all the cargo if you...
Next, let's dive into the hellish world of the Niagara Falls DareDevils. These brave souls looked at a massive waterfall and thought, yeah, why the fuck not? So they hopped into a barrel to stain themselves into the books of history, or on top of a convenient rock. The first recorded barrel riding attempt was Annie Edson Taylor. In 1901, this 63-year-old schoolteacher decided to chuck the chalkboard for a barrel and take the plunge. And to my surprise, she actually survived. But when they fished her out, she looked like she'd been on a date with Floyd Mayweather. And yes, that is a double entendre. Fast forward to 1920, and here comes Charles G. Stevens, a man with a plan and an anvil. You see, Charles had the genius idea of using an anvil as a ballast. I guess this is to hypothetically control his landing, but instead of attaching the anvil to the barrel, Stephen tied the anvil to himself. Once again, I know nothing about physics, but I bet it looked a little something like this. Anyway, after he was blended into a fine stew, the only thing that was found was his left arm. So, you think tug-of-war is all about schoolyard games and corporate team building. Well, the Egyptians invented the sport like 10,000 years ago. But leave it to the Scandinavians to take it up a notch with a bit of that Viking flair. The sport was called skin pulling, and no, it wasn't a spa treatment. Imagine two burly dudes at the end of a hide rope, and between them is a roaring pit of fire. This ain't no game for bragging rights. It's literally a life or death pull. You lose the tug, you're the main course at the barbecue. Hey, I've seen this before. It's just the historical Squid Games. Well, buddy, there's more. The loser gets a bonus round in hell because not only do they become charcoal, but back at home, their house is getting looted. And as for the wife Olga, well, Vikings weren't known for their chivalrous behavior. That's all I cared to animate today. My name is Keener, and have a lovely day.